Let's focus our attention on Newmarket for 2 races live on ITV4, starting at 2:10. It's the Randox Health Grey Horse Handicap, in which each horse who runs has grey fur. What is the latest betting, Rob Catterson?
Yeah, the latest betting is 3-1 Dark Power, 6-1 Siren Pearl, 7's Case Key Cheval Blanche, 8-1 Capananity Con, and we're 12's bar.
Do you think it's fur or hair, G-Rod? I suppose it's...
hair, would you say?
Probably is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Quite hair. Furry, though. I don't know. Anyway, have you got a handle on this one?
Yeah, I really fancy Syrian Pearl, who won the race last year off the same mark. And I think that Chris Wall's done an excellent job to get her back down to this mark. I'm sure that this would have been the aim, obviously, having won it last year and being a grey horse. You know, you must have this race in mind for a while. And there's had a few runs this season and just appears to be being brought nicely up to the boil, I thought, with this in mind. And it's very interesting. Chris Wall was absolutely flying this season. Had a great campaign, and yeah, I think he's got it right here with Syrian Pearl off the right mark.
Rightio, so 6-1 does it for you, yeah?
That's it.
Quite happy. Have you had a look at the old grey race, Mark?
I have. It's some spectacle, really. It's great to watch. In terms of quality, maybe isn't there, but really brilliant to watch itself as a sight. And I'll just echo what Graham said. I'm very sweet on Syrian Pearl too. I think that the case has been made there for, and maybe one at an E-Trade price, Buccaneers Vault. Paul Midgley is a dab hand at getting these sprinters right, falling from a mark of 80 to 71 at one stage. Showed there was still spark 2 starts ago. Maybe that's an each-way angle, but we very much with Graham there and Syrian Pearl.
God, the future's in good hands, isn't it, with people like Maddie and Mark, eh? 19. Fantastic, isn't it, G-Rod?
I know.
It makes you feel old, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. I seem to have aged very quickly in the last year.
Rob Catson, what do you fancy in the old Greys race?
Yeah, it's a hat-trick for Syrian Pearl. Pretty much echo what the lads say. And not only is he same mark as last year, but he's £3 lower than his last win. And G-Rod alluded to it. Chris Wall's flying. He's had 3 winners in the last week. So all-round Syrian Pearl.
There you go. We could not be in greater agreement. Syrian Pearl will win the 2:10 at Newmarket. Will the panel agree as wholeheartedly with one another on the 2:45, which is the Randox Health Handicap? A Class 2, 45 grand up for grabs. 6 furlongs the trip, 11 runners. Who's the jolly? What's the latest betting from Paddy Power?
Yeah, similar enough betting. We're 130 about Merlin, 9-2 Dakota Gold, 13-2 Tommy Taylor. It's 7's Ultimate Avenue and Victory Angel, and we're 10's bar.
Stick with you, Rob.
Yeah, Merlin obviously is the horse to beat, but he's gone up £9 since his last win. I thought Tommy Taylor was very much the value. He got no run at all in his most recent start, and his second over course and distance 2 runs ago gives him a big chance. And after what happened to his horses earlier in the season, Kevin Ryan is definitely making up for lost time. And himself and Tommy used had a double yesterday, so Tommy Taylor, he'd be one of the best bets of the day for me.
Mark Boylan, who do you fancy?
Well, would you believe it? We're actually on the same page once more. I would say that of the handicaps, this is probably my sweetest one in the UK as well this weekend. Tommy Taylor, named after a Manchester United player who was notably good in the air, and I think he's going to fly home here. He was last time absolutely murdered. If you watch back the race, you just have to cringe and hold your hands over your eyes. It was really tough to watch, and before that he'd gone extremely close when getting nabbed on the line by one of Roger Varian's. He's up £5 since, but I'd be very, very keen on him, and I think he'll give the connections of Brando more success to shout about.
We're going for a hat-trick on Tommy Taylor, Graham?
He is on my shortlist in the race, but I think I'm going to come down on Victory Angel.
Boo!
Was the most impressive winner that I've seen at Newmarket this season, first time up. I was at the race meeting that day. I think it was Craven Stakes Day, and this horse absolutely bolted up, cruised into the lead. And I thought afterwards we were looking at a potential Jersey horse. I thought he was a possible group horse. Now, what on earth happened next time? He went off a short price, disappointed, then seemed to completely lose it. But last time out, bounced right back at Yarmouth, and again was impressive. Looked very, very good. And he's gone up £9 for a win in what was a very, very poor race, I think, at Yarmouth. But if he can recapture that promise that he showed first time out, I still think he's got group potential. So
You're so faithful, aren't you, Teasels? You just can't let them go, can you?
The problem is there's a few in here that I'm quite faithful with, like Ektiran. He's an old favourite of mine. But, I mean, this is a hot race to be giving away £5 plus to everything else. I'm sure he'll run really well, and he's not far off group class either. But I'm going to stick with Victory Angel.